Jan Kurilishin coming out representing Positive Strength BJJ with Carlos Plachota. He had a really tough, he came out his own one, but his debut was Hassan Salah, which feels like a tough debut.
That was a tough debut.
It was a very tough matchup. And the thing with that fight, he just got taken down and controlled. He was dangerous off his back. Dangerous striking. It was just the wrestling that was this hole in his game. And we know he comes from a great team over there at Positive Strength BJJ. And they are going to be able to, if any team can fix those holes and help Jan Kurilishin get that W, that's the team.
Exactly. They've got, they're just going from strength to strength, and a fairly young team over there. Obviously, they've been doing jiu-jitsu under Carlos for a long time. Carlos is in great shape now too, by the way.
Yeah.
But they've also, they've turned a leaf. They've got loads of classes. They've got real commitment there, and they're ready to go.
Carlos Plachota representing over there, Positive Strength BJJ, with his fighter Jan Kurilishin. What you got to watch for with Jan as well, good triangles. He was throwing them up off his back in his previous fight against Hassan Salah, who's probably impossible to submit. And he was so dynamic with it. And that's, he's got a fantastic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in his corner in Carlos Plachota, who's going to be giving him the instruction, helping him improve and work on those submissions.
There are so many lightweight fighters on this card tonight. So many. And the thing with that is, Rufus Nicholson wins his debut. Josh Shaw, Emilios, Ryan Keane. Everybody's looking to crack the top. Aidan Bailey, an interesting matchup. 1-1 at the moment, fighting out of Broadway MMA, who we've seen have mixed results tonight.
Yeah, he won his debut with a rear naked choke, but he's actually coming off a loss now. That was on Cage Warriors Academy. He got caught in a standing guillotine by Jan Jurid. That wasn't that long ago, so it's going to be interesting what adjustments he's made to come back here to Battle Arena.
So both fighters very active, both fighters wanting to crack the top. And right now, with so many lightweights being displayed tonight and being exposed to the bright lights of the Battle Arena cage and all of the fans out there, there's definitely an argument for some of these guys to be looking at title shots over the next little while. Put together a few wins, and you can be right in that title conversation. And that's what everybody wants. They want the gold strap.
And Broadway MMA having a bit of a mixed bag tonight. Got a big win earlier on, loss as well. I know they'd like to. Oh, a little referee Paul Nichols having a word with the fighter.
Can't take the good with the bad.
They're not happy about something. Checking the gloves.
Oh, it might be the tape, maybe?
I don't know why he's called the fighter out. He's not happy with something. Oh, that's very interesting. Making some adjustments there, clearly. Okay, apparently there's a little bit of damage to the glove. So he wanted him to swap the gloves. There's a little tear on the gloves. And that's one of the things you get with the old warhorse that is Paul Nichols. Nothing will pass him by. He will be noticing every detail, and he will make sure this is fair matchups, proper gloves on, and we'll be getting this fight underway in just a minute. It's going to cause a small delay, but I'm excited for this one. And later on, we got Monster Cup. We've got two more amateur fights, including this one more after this, and then we have Antonio Luca making his professional fight debut, taking on Omar Sargent, and then the undefeated Hayley Valentine fighting indie boxer, who I think is 0-1. So it's going to be an interesting one. Maybe a slight. I mean, Hayley Valentine is 98% favourite in online voting in that one. And it is one of the things about these unusual divisions, very 150-pound female division, or when we get the other way, the huge heavyweight divisions. Sometimes they're a little shallower, and you can end up struggling to find matches. And you can have these matches that, maybe seem like a mismatch on paper, but this is fighting. Anything can happen. Anything does happen.
You got 2 feet and a heartbeat, you can do some damage, that's for sure.
Is that Brinkman original, 2 feet and a heartbeat?
Oh, it's my best friend from back home, that's his photography company.
2 feet and a heartbeat,
2
I
feet
like
and a
that,
heartbeat.
Steve. That's a good tattoo.
Austin Nichols, you're the man, bro.
He's back in.
Oh, we're starting. Here comes some gloves. There we go.
Just making a little adjustment. Fight number 8 of the evening here. We have 17 absolutely fantastic world-class mixed martial arts matchups.
Aidan Bailey enjoying the cage, enjoying the view. He's got the whole thing to himself right now.
It's cardio.
Get a good one.
can't work out if Aidan Bailey's got a limp or just a gangster lean. I think it's a gangster lean.
Gangster lean.
That was such a thing. That's gone out of fashion, Steve. You don't see gangster lean so much.
Because everyone's trying to have good posture, like functional patterns.
That's true. Do you do some of that stuff? Do you like your functional patterns?
Yeah, a few slammy things, a few steppy things, some knees over toes stuff.
I just do like a back stretch, like a yoga downward dog, and then
That'll
a
do.
morning salutation or whatever it is, sun salutation.
That'll do.
And then deadlift for the worst form. And
Oh man, I'm getting away from deadlifting.
Not your thing anymore.
Doesn't have
You're a
a
powerhouse.
doesn't have a parabola.
Parabola. Look
Yeah,
at you.
look into this. So because the deadlift goes up in a straight motion, it like overloads the lower base of the spine. It's an unnatural movement essentially.
It's fun.
Whereas most of the power that we generate is through a parabola, which is like if you held a ball between your legs and like swung it hard over your head with your arms. That's the motion, but it's hard to do that.
So what should you do instead, apart from slamming a ball? Is there
Throw
something you
balls
can-
around, kettlebell swings,
Kettlebell swing.
variations.
It's
of
hard to
kettlebell
go
swings.
heavy. That's the
I'm
problem.
saying I don't do it. I still deadlifts. I just use the hex bar now. Hex bar.
Okay.
Still, my back is still jacked up.
I think that's
I did
doing
it
his cheating.
yesterday. Shout out to those tattoos. They were HD on the tail of the tape there.
Yeah, we've got 0-1 taking on 1-1. Brought to you by Oaks Fight Gear, ISK, Power Grip Sports, and the Fisticuffs podcast. We've got Jan Kurilishin in the red and black,
Comes running out.
Bailey in the blue,
Double
super
leg.
aggressive. I mean, did Bailey see Kurilishin's last fight and be like, the way to beat this guy is to take him down and hold him down? Yeah, it's unusually aggressive, especially for 1-1. That's a little bit more experienced.
Double underhooks. Head position, knees cutting up the middle.
This is what Jan needed to improve on from his last fight, but he's just accepting those. Oh, he taught me wrong.
Oh, yeah, that overhook throw there.
Yeah.
Really, really hard to hit it unless it's perfectly down. Oh, and now he's on top momentarily. He's got a guillotine wrapped. And this was the kryptonite last time for
Yep.
Aidan Bailey. Because he got it. He looks
Yeah.
to have his hands connected.
Jan would have been watching Aidan Bailey's previous fight.
He's stuff in the hand.
It's hard to finish from half guard. It's hard to get your back into it, use your legs to drive away. It's kind of an all-arm submission. It's also a little bit difficult in these big amateur MMA gloves, but it's giving it a good squeeze.
He's got a lot of pressure on that neck. You just got to get that elbow a little higher.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jan try and get his right knee through, just like that. There we go. That's better. This is a better position for trying to work some of those submissions. Bailey just dragging him back down, taking that half.
See if maybe he can free that leg, go back to a regular guard and start throwing up those triangles you spoke about on the lead up, Chris.
Yep. Throwing it up again.
Some good solid advice from the corner. Be careful.
Wow.
This is a fight after all.
He's also in the guard of a very good jiu-jitsu fighter with a very good jiu-jitsu coach. So he doesn't want to overcommit, get caught in a triangle. We've seen from Jan before, he likes to throw things off his back. Looking for a sweep. Scissor sweep, making space, trying to get back to his feet.
Got to fight for those underhooks in those positions at the moment. There's a minute in and 2 minutes into the fight.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jan trying to get that left underhook. At the moment, he's just relying on that overwraps, keeping him safe from the ground and pound bits, stopping him escaping. And he's trying to set, because he wants to set up a triangle with it, Steve.
Likes that overwrap to try to stuff the hand.
Looking for it again. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. It could be there.
He's got it almost locked, but Bailey's doing well to use the cage to kind of close off that right shoulder of his.
Yeah, Bailey going the wrong way briefly. Did he give it to him?
Got to be careful here.
Oh, he slips out omoplatters there. Could take the arm. He's lost the omoplatter. He's lost the position. But that's good work by Jan Kurilishin. Nice
Does
work.
well. Oh, can he stay on top? Can he stay on top? He's got to get his shoulder off the mat. He doesn't quite.
And this is what we saw in Jan Kurilishin's last fight. He just struggled with the physicality of some of his opponents. Just gets muscled to the floor. Aidan Bailey is very physical. Jan being dangerous off his back.
Just seems
Once again trying to get back to his position. Oh, nice reversal by Jan the last few seconds.
Very nice, very nice. It goes back.
Oh, was that on his head? Whoa. He's all right. He gets getting up for round 2.
Whoa.
He's not even in the right corner. How much? That was a heavy land on his head.
Man, his head smashed into the mat really, really hard. That's why it's really, you have to accept that overhook throw, that inside trip. Wow.
That was incredibly violent.
Yeah,
oh, look,
man.
replay, look. Boo!
Jesus. Get that man to a chiropractor.
He's gonna be 50 years old watching this tape back on YouTube going, that's why my neck hurts.
I'm just surprised he stood up after that.
I know.
I think he was almost out for a moment. He was like, whoop.
Yeah.
If I just rest here for a minute, maybe.
Well, even when he got up, walked to the wrong corner. Yeah, how much has that taken out of him? He seems to be wobbly and tired.
You have to be very careful here as the corner. He's shaking it off pretty well.
Yeah, you got to see how he looks in the first few seconds of this round.
Steps forward.
He does have a big head, that does Aidan Bailey.
Hopefully there's a lot of fluid in there.
Yeah, I think if anyone's got a head that can
Watch,
take...
he's going to come back in.
Oh, head kick.
That was nice.
Aidan Bailey not phased by being dropped aggressively on his head. Straight into the game plan.
And again, it just gets reversed.
He's having such beautiful moments as Jan Kurilishin.
Now he's back on top here.
Judo. Oh, he's trying to tap him out with the...
Wow!
Whoa!
He tapped him with the leg Kimura.
The leg Kimura, absolutely stunning.
Or the leg Americana.
Judo.
That was really good. Can somebody... Bailey,
absolute. What a fantastic submission. That was one of the
He's just disappointed.
best submissions we've seen in ballerina history. Trapping that with the leg, finishing that way. That is high level grappling right there.
Just so quick there. Just out of position was Bailey, and he gets tapped very quickly. You got to wonder if any of that was connected to the trauma that he suffered to the head when he hit the mat so hard. Kurilishin doing it for Ukraine tonight. That'll get you some likes on YouTube. That's for sure.
Numerous beautiful hip throws, and then maybe Jan Kurilishin is a judo master. He got that Kezagatami position, trapped the arm. I mean, I've taught that in my classes a few times, but it's a very unusual submission. We actually saw that once here on Battle Arena before. One of the female fighters broke someone's arm with it. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember
Back
that.
in the day.
Pop. Snap. Let's see the replay here. And he does it all off of that step through. Look, he just steps through, reaps it well.
Beautiful throw.
Gets re-rolled.
Key-lock. Did he go though? It was key-lock, yeah.
Oh, the first one.
Just clarifying the key lock there.
Key lock's Kimura.
Americana, Kimura.
What's a key lock? Just a key
lock is Americana.
Yeah. Why these wrestling moves?
Yeah. You don't need these wrestling names. Wow, Jan Kurilishin, so good. This probably isn't the best time, Chris, to bring up that global politics since the end of the Cold War have been fraught with difficulty.
At Ballerina, I can strongly say we are Team Ukraine. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, definitely. Totally.
It's possibly not as simple as people make it out to be, with like good guys versus bad guys. I think it's oversimplifying global politics, but I think we're on Ukraine here.
I just don't think you roll up military bases to the door of the second largest nuclear power in the world.
I think if Russians put bases on Canada, Americans would be quite upset.
All right, here
Chris Simpson with your winner, Jan Kurilishin. Amazing performance and a great key lock. It's not something that you kind of see a lot of on the amateur circuit. Is that a submission that you've worked on in training and something that you drill a lot?
Yeah. When I was in Ukraine, I submitted many guys by this submission. It's my favorite submission. Yeah.
And he came out here. He didn't even want to engage in the striking. He just came out and wanted to grapple with you. Were you more than happy to engage in those grappling exchanges with him?
That's okay. It lost my fight. Was on the ground. I think that was his strategy, but I was prepared and I'm ready for everyone, and I will be future.
Yeah. And at the end of the first round, it looked like he hit his head really hard on the cage, and I kind of thought he might have gone he'd gone unconscious for a little bit. Did you think so too? And do you think that kind of contributed to you getting the finish in the second round?
Yeah, I think it was finished in first round, not in second, but I finished it, and that's okay. Yeah, I win.
And how much does it mean to get this win and to get this win for your country and for your coaches?
Last my fight was cancelled, and I was preparing like 4 months, and I'm ready. Yeah. And I showed today.
Yeah. Well, fantastic performance, Jan. Thank you very much for that. You take care, mate. Thank you very much.
Will be one day champion.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Thank you.